Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Electra objects to Ridge and Steffy's plans, while Brooke finds Taylor's answer to a question unsettling. Ridge, Steffy, and Katie talk about the reaction to Hope's assets at Forrester. Katie is not satisfied with Ridge's desire to say, no comment. Terminating lines and firing employees don't boost brand confidence. Electra and Ivy enter. When Katie says hello, Electra remarks, Will's mom. Ridge informs them that Katie will oversee their event, which is the jewelry line's relaunch. Steffy and Ridge continue to talk about how thrilled they are with the jewelry business. Although they can't expand as much as the jewelry line, Katie feels it will still be fantastic. Until Will enters with a file for Steffy, Ivy and Electra are excited. Electra instantly responds that she doesn't want to mention her name when Steffy says they will make an announcement regarding Ivy and Electra leading the new brand. So you don't want to be part of the jewelry rollout? Will asks. According to Electra, she is merely the helper. Ivy informs her that she plays a significant role in their work. Katie wants to hype up new Forresters joining the company, while Ridge and Steffy want to draw attention to both of them. Electra is still protesting, claiming that posting her name and photo gives the impression that she is doing more than she actually is. She is informed that the campaign is finished and will be shared on social media today. Electra appears disinterested. Will believes this will be a huge smash. Ridge is unable to comprehend Electra's response. He encourages her to relish the attention they will be giving her. Taylor is on the phone at the Cliff house when someone knocks on the door. After what Steffy done, Brooke believes she shouldn't be shocked to see her. She says it was wrong and misguided. According to Taylor, Steffy had every right to fire Hope because of her egregious behavior. I hope it gets out of hand. Hope tried to explain, but no one would listen, Brooke protests. She refuses to let Steffy's prejudice against her daughter ruin her professional life. She will not allow her to treat Hope in this manner. After making Brooke some tea, Taylor reassures her that she understands her motherly distress. As a member of the executive team, Brooke expresses grave worries regarding Steffy's judgment. Taylor advises her to keep her worries for Hope. According to Brooke, she didn't fling herself at Finn. How did she wind up wearing lingerie on top of him? Questions Taylor. She was merely trying on the underwear, according to Brooke. Taylor believes that she must teach her daughter that there are limits that must be respected. Steffy's actions are perfectly acceptable. Hope has been wholly unsuitable. According to Brooke, she has lost interest in Finn. According to Taylor, she shouldn't justify her. If she only came over for that reason. Brooke acknowledges that she also came to check on her broken heart syndrome. She read more about it. Taylor says she's feeling better every day and is happy that she's worried about her. It pleases Brooke to hear it. According to Taylor, she hid her emotions and suffering for years. Without Ridge guiding her through this, she is unsure of what she would have done. Brooke witnessed Taylor, Ridge, and the healer firsthand. Even though it was distressing for Brooke, Taylor claims that it was a huge benefit. She continues to date Chandra. In the absence of Ridge, Brooke hopes to visit her. Taylor chuckles at what she may have assumed and explains that it was only a yoga pose. According to Brooke, it wasn't amusing. Taylor is aware that it was a private and healing experience. She gave in to the moment and had a strong bond with Ridge. They were simply following their hearts for the first time in a long time. Brooke's eyes narrow. Since it's his treat, Will tells Electra to order anything she wants at Il Giardino. He's extending a warm welcome to her in Forrester. He's new too, she observes, and she questions what she's gotten herself into. Will acknowledges that working with Hope and everything else has been tough, but he chooses to stay out of politics. She doesn't either. He's the first friend she's made in Los Angeles, so she thanks him. She will make many more, according to Will. He wishes to commemorate her significant news announcement. The entire world can see that she is officially a part of Forrester Creations. Electra appears uneasy. They weren't going to discuss work, Electra reminded him. To find out more about her, he asks. According to her, Ivy's big brother is her dad. Despite not having grown up in Australia, she consistently followed the industry. She is eager to begin a new chapter in her life. Although Will is excited about what lies ahead, he was taken aback by her refusal to be part of the press package. I want to know why. In the internet press release, Electra's name and photo are viewed by an unidentified individual in an unnamed place. Steffy and Ridge discuss the media's interest in Electra in the office. Although they believe she was a little anxious, she is in capable hands. They concur that she exudes confidence, beauty, and composure. It's a compelling tale that will lessen the pain of Hope's firing and her line. Steffy queries whether her father will still provide for her. They need to move on from it as quickly as possible. She is aware that he has found this difficult. Ridge claims that because Hope is Brooke's daughter, it's difficult. Steffy needs to know that he won't listen to Brooke or challenge her judgment. It wasn't unfair. Brooke asks Taylor, so, you and Ridge were following your hearts at the Cliff home. What that means to her is what she wants to know. To keep herself safe, Taylor had cut herself off from her feelings. She now appreciates listening to her heart even more. So, you're beginning to see things my way, Brooke thinks. Taylor isn't certain about it. Ridge encouraged her to seek solutions, for which she is thankful. Her breakthrough resulted from this. Ridge helped her connect with her heart by giving her courage and strength. Brooke finds this to be incredible, but what does her discussion of connecting with her heart have to do with Ridge? You understand what I'm requesting, Taylor. Do you have feelings for him? Are you still interested in Ridge? Brooke inquires as to whether Taylor is in love with Ridge, while Electra worries about impending press releases while someone stalks her. Monday, November 11, 2024, Brooke and Taylor become tense as Brooke raises a question, and Ridge, Steffy, and Katie talk about the consequences of Hope's termination on Bold and the Beautiful today. The solution might permanently alter the situation. The early B&B recap for Friday, Zend is frustrated, Carter rages as Ridge won't talk about his plans, and Luna reaches out to Bill and lies to Poppy. Katie informs Ridge at the CEO office of Forrester Creations that they must issue a press statement because the media will soon learn about Hope's absence. According to Katie, the propagation of dispute rumors undermines brand credibility. Ivy and Electra arrive. Will's mother announces Electra. Ridge informs the women that Katie is assisting with the jewelry line's relaunch. According to Ridge, they're all thrilled. Though not as outrageous as Brooke's bedroom brand, Katie intends to make a big impression when she debuts the brand. Will breaks in with Steffy's legal notes. Will remains to listen to the meeting as she takes the materials. Everyone is curious, but Electra doesn't want her name mentioned in the release. Ivy claims that even though she is only the assistant, she has a significant role in this. Steffy, Katie, and Ridge all concur that they want her name to be known in order to spark media interest. Once more, Electra doesn't believe it will make it worse. According to Steffy, it's sweet, but the campaign is already finalized. Electra brings up the matter. Her name and photo give the impression that she is doing more than she actually is. What are you doing? Asks Ridge as Electra displays concern. They are happy that Ivy is here, but they will also give her credit. Electra is content, although she was unaware of the publicity. Will feels the PR system is excellent, and Ivy promises to answer any questions that may arise. Electra appears worried even though Ridge begs her to enjoy the moment. After everyone leaves, Steffy and Ridge remark on how stunning and self-assured Electra is. Hope's absence is less painful when two Forresters enter the company. Steffy inquires as to whether her father will still provide for her. Ridge describes it as difficult because Hope is Brooke's daughter. Steffy implores him to ignore Brooke. The dismissal wasn't unjust. He lets out a sigh. Taylor is on the phone at the Cliff House regarding a panel. When Brooke shows up out of the blue, she disconnects and requests the individual to call her assistant. Given that Steffy dismissed Hope, Brooke believes she shouldn't be shocked to see her. Taylor laughs smugly as Brooke deems it incorrect and misdirected. Brooke acknowledges that it wasn't excellent, but that didn't occur. Hope attempted to clarify, but no one would listen. It was an error, and Brooke will not allow Steffy to continue to harm Hope in this way. Taylor informs the blonde that her daughter's actions were careless and disrespectful, and she can see why Brooke is furious. She is her mom. According to Brooke, she worries about Steffy's judgment as well. How did Hope get up on top of Hope? Taylor asks. According to Brooke, she was trying on underwear. According to Taylor, she must understand that limits cannot be broken. Brooke concurs, stating that Steffy is resolving personal matters at work. Although Brooke maintains she is no longer interested in Hope, Taylor takes Steffy's side and labels what he did as inappropriate. But she didn't come over for that reason. She wanted to check on the progress of her broken heart syndrome rehabilitation. Taylor, who is grateful that Brooke wants her to be happy and healthy, is shocked by this. According to Taylor, she feels better every day and attributes this to Ridge. Brooke's eyes narrow. She recalls entering the room with Ridge. Brooke narrows her gaze once more as Taylor laughs. Although Taylor is aware that it was difficult for her to witness, it was a powerful and healing experience for her. We were doing what our hearts told us. It doesn't seem like Brooke finds that amusing. She asks her to clarify after repeating it. Taylor is not required to. Since she started dating Chandra, she has developed significantly. She believed she was going to die. Brooke calls everyone appreciative. Once more, Taylor acknowledges that Ridge gave her the confidence and strength to connect with her heart. Although Brooke is content, she questions how it relates to Ridge. You understand what I'm requesting, Taylor. Do you have feelings for him? Are you still interested in Ridge? Taylor smiles a little. Will tells Electra she can order anything she wants from him when they are seated at Il Giardino. He wishes to greet her at Forrester. Forming a line is very important. He doesn't want to discuss work, but she's wondering what she got herself into. He is referred to by Electra as her first friend in Los Angeles. Giardino at Electra unavoidably, he returns to discussing work, and she appears concerned once more. She believed he was unwilling to discuss employment. He wants to discuss her. She informs him that Eric's brother, her grandfather John, moved around a lot. Not to wealthy areas. Will claims that neither his mother nor his sister were raised in Beverly Hills. Beginning a new chapter makes her joyful. He finds it surprising that she declined to participate in the press release. Will talks about work even though he doesn't want to. While researching Electra at an undisclosed location, a man discovers that she is a member of the new design team at Forrester. Have you yet to join our Facebook groups for soap spoilers? Join our groups, which are devoted to recaps, spoilers, rumors, gossip, and comings and goings, to talk with other soap lovers who share your interests. Electra has a new mystery man. He's bold, he's beautiful, and well, we are going to be seeing a whole lot more of him in the coming weeks and maybe even months ahead. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Electra has a new mystery man. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say that Electra is going to have a new man in her life in the form of Christian Weissman. This is pretty exciting news, as this means we are going to be getting another love interest on the show that is not going to comprise the regular trios that we keep on seeing. Of course, you know what we are talking about, as it's always Steffy and Hope fighting over a man or Brooke and Taylor fighting over Ridge. If Christian looks familiar, it's because he's been acting for many long years. In fact, it doesn't matter if he's on a stage or in front of the cameras, acting seems to be in his blood. He told the Panther back in 2023, I felt like I was kind of crazy because I was overly passionate about. When these other kids were wanting to do soccer, wanting to do other sports and worrying about elementary school or middle school, I was honed in and focused on it. Christian also wrote a book called Her, Him and I. He debuted the book back in July and even wrote on his social media account, I will never forget this night, thank you to everyone who made it possible. Brianna, for being an amazing moderator and making me feel so safe up there. Walker, Tycho, Elena and everyone at Strand for supporting this dream of mine and being incredibly kind and helpful partners to throw this event with. Michelle at Central Ave for not giving up on me. All my lovely NYC friends for coming and getting the word out there. Landry and Annie, I owe you my firstborn. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, what's next on B&B? We can't wait to see what Christian is going to do on The Bold and the Beautiful. The Bold and the Beautiful airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. In a surprising power move at Forrester Creations, Steffy Forrester seems ready to make yet another bold decision, forcing Ivy out of the company to pave the way for Elektra to run the jewelry line solo. For years, Ivy has been a steady hand in Forrester's jewelry division, creating iconic designs and building a loyal customer base. But Steffy, always focused on innovation and loyal to her own vision, has been feeling that Ivy's approach is too safe and lacks the edge she wants for Forrester's future. Steffy believes Elektra's fresh, risk-taking style could give the jewelry line a dramatic makeover, attracting younger audiences and positioning Forrester as a trendsetter in high-fashion accessories. The tension between Steffy and Ivy has been brewing for some time. Steffy sees Ivy as talented yet unadventurous, focused on tradition rather than pushing boundaries. Elektra, on the other hand, is a newcomer with a bold, contemporary approach that Steffy finds exhilarating. Her designs blend luxury with edgy streetwear influences, a combination that's gaining popularity and piquing the interest of major industry players. Steffy, who sees Elektra as a potential star, has become increasingly vocal about wanting the jewelry line to take a new direction, and she's willing to make big changes to make that happen. When Ivy catches wind of Steffy's plans, she's devastated. She's poured her heart into the jewelry line, and the thought of being pushed out feels like a betrayal. Ivy had always believed she was an essential part of the Forrester team, contributing to the company's legacy with her timeless, sophisticated designs. She also has a personal history with the family, and the idea of Steffy discarding her for someone new is both painful and humiliating. For Elektra, this is both an opportunity and a heavy responsibility. While she's excited about the possibility of leading the jewelry line on her own, she feels conflicted about taking over Ivy's role. Elektra admires Ivy's work and knows the high standard Ivy has set for Forrester's jewelry division. She's aware that stepping into the position would come with high expectations and intense scrutiny, especially since some within the company might view her as a replacement for a seasoned designer who's been loyal to the family business for years. The stakes are high, and Elektra wonders whether she's ready to take on such a pivotal role alone. Meanwhile, other members of the Forrester team are divided over Steffy's decision. Ridge, Steffy's father, is concerned that removing Ivy could destabilize the jewelry line, causing disruptions to a brand that has always had Ivy's unique elegance embedded in its DNA. Brooke and Hope, too, worry that Steffy's decision might alienate loyal customers who associate Ivy's designs with Forrester's reputation for refined luxury. They believe the jewelry line could benefit from innovation, but they feel there should be room for both Ivy's classic style and Elektra's bold flair. As Steffy presses forward, the fallout becomes inevitable. Ivy realizes that her future at Forrester may be limited if Steffy is intent on moving in a new direction, and she contemplates stepping down on her own terms to avoid a drawn-out battle. But Ivy isn't leaving quietly. She makes it clear to Steffy that her contributions will be difficult to replace and warns that stripping the jewelry line of its classic essence could alienate their high-end clientele. Steffy, however, remains resolute, insisting that Elektra's vision is the future and that the brand needs to stay ahead of industry trends if it wants to continue thriving. As the dust settles, Elektra finds herself at a crossroads, grappling with the weight of filling Ivy's shoes and the pressure to prove herself as the new creative lead. She knows that her success in this role could either justify Steffy's bold decision or cast doubt on Steffy's leadership if things don't go as planned. For Steffy, the risk is worth it. She believes the fashion world demands constant reinvention, and she's determined to secure Forrester Creations' place at the forefront, even if it means making enemies along the way. Steffy's decision to force Ivy out and elevate Elektra marks a significant shift in Forrester Creations' direction, setting the stage for new creative energy but also for potential upheaval. As Elektra steps into the role, everyone at Forrester watches closely, wondering if she can bring the jewelry line the fresh, daring appeal Steffy envisions, or if Ivy's absence will leave a gap too wide to fill.